Are we on the verge of a major shakeup in the 49ers locker room? Rumblings from the front office suggest that negotiations with a certain star quarterback have hit a snag, and fans are left wondering if he'll play out his rookie contract. With the stakes higher than ever, will San Francisco's front office risk losing their franchise cornerstone over a few million? Stay tuned, because this could change everything for our beloved team. If you're passionate about the 49ers and want to keep up with every twist and turn, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. As we dive into the latest on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers, it's hard not to feel the weight of the situation hanging over us like a thick fog. Here we are, March 7, 2025, and the clock is ticking. The 49ers still haven't locked down Purdy to an extension, and honestly, that raises a lot of questions for us, the faithful fans. Both sides seemed eager to reach a deal after the season ended, but now we find ourselves in a bit of a standoff. General Manager John Lynch himself has said that there's no guarantee a deal gets done anytime soon, and speculation is swirling. Reports suggest that the initial offer from the 49ers is around $45 million per season, while Purdy's camp is aiming for a lofty $50 million. It's clear there's a divide here, and while I understand both sides, I can't help but feel a little anxious about how this plays out. Albert Breer's recent comments on the Rich Eisen show really hit home. He pointed out that the 49ers are looking to keep Purdy's contract negotiations in the 40s, while Purdy's team is pushing for the 50s. We've seen this kind of back and forth before, and it can lead to prolonged negotiations that could stretch deep into training camp. Remember the drama we witnessed with Deebo Samuel, Nick Bosa, and Brandon Ayuk? We don't want to go through that again. It's a nerve-wracking thought, especially since we've been through 3 consecutive off-seasons of contract disputes. You have to wonder, will the 49ers really make Purdy play out his rookie deal if he's not willing to budge on his demands? It's a real possibility, and it could set the stage for either a beautiful future or a chaotic one. We all know that Purdy is the guy for this team. He's shown flashes of brilliance, and the 49ers have expressed confidence in him. But let me ask you this. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, the 49ers are making a strategic move by not handing out an extravagant contract just yet, especially if they believe they can get Purdy to agree to something more reasonable down the line. On the other hand, if he feels disrespected by the offer and decides to hold out, the 49ers could be left in a precarious position. Imagine if Purdy threatens to hold out, mimicking the situations we saw with Bosa and Ayuk. What does that mean for the team? They could end up trading him, along with the 11th pick in the draft, to move up for another quarterback. That's a scenario that sends chills down my spine. Trading a promising young quarterback while also giving up a high draft pick? That could be a catastrophic decision in hindsight, especially if Purdy goes on to have a stellar career elsewhere. The future of the 49ers hinges on how this situation unfolds. Will they be able to close the gap in negotiations? Or will we find ourselves in a tug-of-war that could stretch on for months? I know I'm not alone in feeling a mix of hope and anxiety. We all want to see this team succeed and compete for a Super Bowl, but these negotiations could impact our chances significantly. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you in favor of the 49ers playing hardball with Purdy, or do you think they should come a bit closer to his asking price to get this deal done? It's a debate worth having, and I know we all have our thoughts on this matter. The San Francisco 49ers have just been handed an intriguing opportunity that has the potential to reshape their defensive front. Following the recent trade discussions involving Deebo Samuel and the Washington Commanders, the spotlight now shines on Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle who was recently released by Washington. This comes as a surprise, especially considering he was mentioned as part of the trade talks just last week. Now, the question that looms large for us fans is, should the Niners make a move to bring him back to the Bay Area? Let's break this down. Jonathan Allen, a former first-round pick and a proven talent, was released primarily to save the Commanders a whopping $15.6 million against their 2025 salary cap. While he had a challenging 2024 season, playing only 283 snaps due to a torn pectoral muscle, he's not someone who typically struggles with availability. Before this injury, he had a solid track record since his rookie year in 2017, missing no more than 1 game in any given season. This history gives me confidence that, once fully healed, he can return to form. Statistically, Allen's performance paints a mixed picture. He finished 32nd in winning percentage among all interior defensive linemen. but he did manage to rank tied for 18th in pass rushing productivity. When healthy, he demonstrated his impact on the field, finishing 17th in pass rush win rate. Throughout his career, he's been known more as a run defender, which aligns perfectly with what the Niners need right now. We all remember how woeful the team was against the run in 2023. Adding someone of Allen's caliber could help solidify that front line. Now, we need to consider the financial aspect. The 49ers have some decisions to make, especially with Javon Hargrave officially departing once the new league year kicks in. The current depth chart at defensive tackle is a little unsettling, consisting of players like Maliek Collins and Jordan Elliott, with a mix of others who are more rotational pieces than starters. We need a game changer, someone who can command respect on that defensive line, and Allen fits the bill. But here's where it gets tricky. Given Allen's recent injury and the fact that he's a former first-rounder, there might be other teams interested in him, potentially driving up his price. Do the 49ers have the cap space to compete in a bidding war? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I see the immense value Allen could bring to our defensive front. On the other, I worry about overextending ourselves financially, especially if we can't guarantee his health moving forward. As a passionate fan, I want to see the 49ers make bold moves, but they need to be calculated. The core goal is to build a team capable of not just competing but thriving in the playoffs. Every decision, every draft pick, and every signing will impact our chances of bringing home that elusive 6th Lombardi trophy. And you know what? It's not just about the immediate impact, it's about building a foundation for the future. I want to hear from you, 49ers faithful. What do you think about the potential signing of Jonathan Allen? Is it worth the risk? Should we go all in? Or do you think we should explore other options? The comments section is open, and I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. As we continue to navigate this off-season, remember to stay engaged with our channel. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up with all the latest news regarding our beloved 49ers. And don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep this discussion alive, and together, let's dream of a brighter future for our team.